What's up, guys? Me, the ALE Prince here to give you my review of Dominion 6.9 in the Osaka Hall, or whatever it was called. My apologies for not remembering the name. But I had the review. The reason why it's this late is because so after watching it, because I watched it kind of late. I got invited to a party to watch UFC where CM Punk fought what's his face Mike Jackson or something like that. Again, not a big UFC guy, so I really didn't bother much. I really didn't care that much, but it was fun hanging out with some friends, so you guys get it. And then I went to a movie screening to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yes, a movie that doesn't even come out yet. I got to see it early. And I gotta say, the movie was. I'll do a review. I'll do a review. That's all I'll tell you. So yeah, I was going through it. Like I just decided to, I came back from theaters, and now I'm here to watch it. I'm here to talk to you guys about Dominion. I kind of have to rewatch some of this just so I could like refresh my mind as far as what happened. Um, and I gotta say, the show was pretty good. Not great. I think everybody right now, I think I'm the one who enjoyed it the least, but that's not saying that I hated the show. I'm just saying that um that the show was really all about one match, to say the least. Yeah, I look at the card and I look at the rest of this, like, yeah, it was really a one match show. Other than that, like, really no one, there's nothing worth to talk about except maybe like the other three main events, the other 2 to 3, whatever. Because again, these whole tag team matches, again, I didn't care for them, so I was cool, like, kind of skipping over them. I did watch the whole show the first time, and then like I kind of started forgetting about what happened. Like I forgot what happened with the first 2 matches with Jay White, Suzuki-Gun, Roppongi 3K, those guys. I forgot all about it. I kind of remember a little bit of Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ishii and Toru Yano. That was an alright match, I gotta say. It was pretty solid. Michael Elgin beat Hiroki Goto and Taguchi for the Never Openweight Championship. This match was actually pretty good. It could have even gone a little bit longer. If anything, like, I think they went the right route with Michael Elgin winning. Definitely could do something with him. He's definitely improving a lot. I always thought he was a good wrestler. He may have gained a couple of pounds, but he still moves like a star. So I'm definitely up for this guy to still rock it and kick ass and have good matches. So I'll definitely give him all the respect for that. And congratulations for being the Never Openweight champion. Maybe you could get some new change for that. Young Bucks beat Evo and Sonata. This was a really good match. Definitely some back and forth. They didn't worry too much about making big moves in the match. They worried about selling and trying to like make this match work. It was really good, and I really enjoyed it. The back and forth with these guys. Sonata and Evo could work not in the tag team and still be this great. That's how good it was. So when you find guys like that fighting the Young Bucks, then you know you're in for a treat. Like, that's why Golden Lovers and the Young Bucks earlier this year was one of the best matches of the year, because you're basically, not only are you telling a great story, but you're fighting with guys who know how to work on their own without a tag team. So I give him props for that. That was really good, and I give him a lot of respect for that. It was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. Bullet Club, Cody, Hangman Page, and Marty Scurll defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Jushin Thunder Liger. Rey Mysterio looked like $1,000,000. I've never seen him work this well. Even like in the little things that you saw him in both those Rumble matches this year in WWE, this showed me a different kind of Rey Mysterio. I want to see him have one-on-one matches. I'm tired of him being in big multiple man matches or Royal Rumbles or Battle Royals or whatever the fuck. This guy can move. I know they want to be careful with him because Rey Mysterio is injury prone, but I could tell Rey Mysterio deep down wants to do more than that, and I could definitely see that. If anything, put him in the Super Junior division. That could get a lot of good word of mouth. Because honestly, there's really, I mean, ever since Ricochet left and a couple other Super Juniors left, there's really like not that many other guys. So put Rey Mysterio in there. Speaking of Super Juniors, Will Ospreay versus Hiromu Takahashi had a junior weight championship match. This was an insane match. The back and forth with these two is fucking insane. There's a part, so before you guys say that it was bullshit about the count out not being fair, you gotta realize in New Japan the count out's a little bit different. It's a 20 count, not a 10 count. So Will Ospreay ran all the way from the entrance ramp because it was like a ramp going down to the ring, and Will Ospreay jumped from there all the way to the freaking ring, hitting Hiromu Takahashi. That was like the spot. This was just a good spot fist that worked. Personally, out of all the matches Will Ospreay has had recently in the recent matches, like his matches with Skoro and Kushida were far better than this one, but that's saying a lot because this match was fucking incredible. The thing about this one is just basically Takahashi won a tournament and Ospreay is the champion, which is a good story to tell. The thing was, I was cheering more for what they were doing than the story. It worked to an extent. That's why it wasn't like the 5-star classic that it should have been. But I really, really enjoyed the match. It's saying a lot. This is definitely one of the best of the year, which is freaking insane. I mean, honestly, this is probably going to be the best year for the Super Juniors. Keep in mind, they lost Ricochet, for fuck's sakes. And these guys are still killing it. They could bring in more Super Juniors and still kill it. They've been one of the highlights of all these New Japan shows recently. Their matches are in the Super Junior division is arguably better than the main event matches. Not this particular show because the main event was I'll get to that one. But yeah, next one. Chris Jericho won the Intercontinental Championship against Tetsuya Naito. I was a bit confused because I thought the match hasn't even started yet, but I guess they just rang the bell just cause. But I was super confused. So basically, Jericho has his entrance, and Naito's about to make his entrance, and they're fighting in their clothes, like their regular street clothes. They're just beating the shit out of each other. And then I know they didn't want to do a no disqualification match because they already did that with Omega. But it definitely could have helped the stipulation out. But basically, it was just Jericho beating the shit out of Naito. Naito had threw in some punches here and there, but for the most part, it was kind of like, it reminded me of Brock Lesnar versus John Cena SummerSlam 2014 when Brock Lesnar just beat the shit out of Cena, but for some reason people still love the match. It was basically that kind of match. And then after Jericho wins the Intercontinental Championship, he still is beating the shit out of him. And then Evil had to come and rescue him. Like, that's just great storytelling. Like, it just shows that Jericho's staying for a while. This feud is far from over, and we're probably going to get even bigger matches. Maybe this time we'll get a no disqualification match, Naito and Jericho. I don't even mind him fighting Evil and Sonata if that's the case, because honestly, Los Ignorables de Japón have been on a roll with these matches, so I'm definitely hyped for this. Oh, again, they gotta put Jericho in the G1. That is just gonna be insane. Imagine all the kind of matches this guy can have. Hell yeah. I want to see Jericho with the likes of, again, Evil, Sonata, Sabre Jr., Ibushi, anybody at this point. Pretty cool. It was just a really cool moment, and I really want to see what else he could do. Tanahashi, that's another one I want to see. Then we get to the main event. Okada Omega Foe. 2 out of 3 no time limit falls match. Oh shit. You have Kota Ibushi on one side, you have Guido on another one. They do not interfere, so that's a positive for me. Anytime these guys just like fight with like managers not interfering, it's always great for me. And this was just a fantastic match. I loved it. It's everything you expected out of these guys. I was hyped the moment these two made their entrance. That's how fucking big it was. This felt like, literally, it felt like a main event. It felt huge. It felt unique. Like, I wasn't watching like fight. I was just watching like a great fucking match, and it was just insane. I loved it. Definitely one of the best of the year by far. Yeah, there's no problem with this. I even love how they pulled the falls. Like, they took a while for the falls to come into play. And I think they went the right route with Okada getting the first fall, because now it's like, is Omega even going to get one? Oh, shoot, he got lucky by hitting his finisher, but can he hit it again and this time win it? Like, that is just fantastic storytelling, because the only way Okada loses to Omega is when Omega hits his finisher. I keep forgetting the name of it. I'm sorry. You guys need to like type down what it's called, please, just so I never forget. But yeah, Omega gets the final fall, and he's the new IWGP champion. So we had a bunch of titles change hands. The tag championship, the never open weight, the junior weight, the IC belt, the world title, like all the titles change hands. And honestly, Jay White should have lost that championship, because Jay White is fucking boring as the US champ. But yeah, this is just good showing. Again, it was more about the spectacle than it was about the matches, and I think that's what people should want. And honestly, that's actually why I think the show actually surpassed, because earlier in the beginning of this show, I said that it wasn't that great, just in the sense that I was tired of filler matches. But for what this was, this made me happy to be a New Japan fan, and that's what it should do. It should, like, that's what companies should do with their wrestling. They should find what people want, balance it out, and give people something worth watching. This is a good show. I highly recommend watching it. If anything, I would just go from the never open weight title down. But yeah, everything about this was just a really solid ass show, I gotta say. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely one of the best shows of the year. Again, Okada and Omega just had a classic. Jericho and Naito had a brawl. Hiromu Takahashi and Ospreay had another super classic type of junior weight match, and I just love the show, and I can't get more excited than that. Again, must see. Go out of your way and watch it. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait for whatever they do for the G1 special in USA. Again, till then, I'm the Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'm out.